Hello everyone, this is Gokul Alex from Lattice Labs, Gigamesh Garage and Semiote Society. It's a great pleasure and privilege to participate in the Hedera 21 virtual hackathon. This has been a great experience to see the recent progress in the Hedera token service. I've started my Hedera hashgraph journey in 2017 as one of the first ambassador from India. I was excited to learn about Hedera consensus algorithm, gossip to gossip protocol, and the round-based, agreement and all the result. I also worked on Babel, Swirls for the initial few months, and now coming back, I've worked extensively on zero knowledge proofs, cryptography, Ethereum, and other protocols in the meantime. So now coming back to Hedera token service. Today, my submission is the beginning of an approach towards integrating privacy preserving, security streamlining applications on the top of Hedera token service. As a continuation of this, would like to work on building advanced primitives, financial primitives and token transaction models like bonding curves and etc. on the HTS in the coming months. So without further ado, let me take you to my demo. So my demo is all about, as you can see here, the demo setup is running in my local environment. I've set up Hedera, it's a token service, created a token vault verifier, and along with it, I have integrated NulD authentication application. Why I've chosen NulD is because NulD is a very interesting JavaScript-based implementation of zero knowledge proof for authentication, trustless authentication. So the purpose of using NulD is to create authentication systems, trustless authentication systems for different token economies. Eventually, when we are creating advanced token primitives, token transactions like bonding curves, money streams, DAOs, yield vaults, yield farming, and different advanced primitives, we need good security on the top of it. And for that, I found the NulD to be really a good model. Let me take you to the NulD implementation shortly. This is our GitHub repository, Lattice Lab Ventures. You can find it here. As you find here, you can come here from my GitHub repository, and you will find Lattice Lab Ventures here. So under Lattice Lab, this is an award-winning distributed ledger technology aggregator and accelerator. So HelixNet is our submission. HelixNet is trustless authentication apps for Hedera token service using NulD zero knowledge proof platform. So I've taken the default implementation of Hedera token service on the JavaScript, and from this I have extended the services by adding a vault verifier, a token vault verifier, the vault using Hedera file system service, and the verifier using the NulD. So let's see what is in NulD. NulD is all about, there are two reference implementation I've taken: the Node.js based implementation of a middleware and the React.js based web app. So here you can find the reference implementation of the NulD React based application, which will give an authenticated, the cryptographic authentication, identity based authentication, kind of identity based authentication, even though it's not very advanced identity based authentication or attribute based authentication. It's a very early step towards creating a zero knowledge proof based authentication system, a trustless authentication system. So you can find the Node.js components here, the API, and how do you interact with the users. So this is HelixNet. what are the applications, like we can use it for authenticated access, authenticated applications, authenticated APIs, and different kind of identity and attributes based authentication systems. That is the roadmap for HelixNet. So this is our demo. It is, it's a beginning. I had to spend some time, think about different use cases, and we would like to travel along with the Hedera token service through this program. And it was a great pleasure seeing the progress from Hedera Hashgraph, HTS, and the ecosystem. Thank you all for listening.